Hold up a moment, sir. There's something important I need to tell you.
I'm listening.
I'm going to give you B592's reset code. If he hears the code phrase, it'll reset his cognitive processes and make him docile. You'll need to say B592 initialize factory reset, followed by the authorization code Gamma 71 Epsilon. Once he's shut down, I can transport him safely back to the Institute.
Good. I'd like to avoid any unnecessary violence.
Precisely. Shouldn't have to bloody any more noses than we have to.
Well, he might not be alone up there. Violence might be inevitable. That's all, sir. Ready when you are.
Hey, let me ask. I figured it might be prettier from up here.
Hey.
Do something? Hey, let me ask you something.
Sure. Ask away.
Just, with everything, there's a whole hell of a lot to process.
Yeah. I'm all right.
Huh. You're a tougher nut than I thought. Tougher than I was. Took me a long damn time to get a... Thank goodness I found Diamond City. Of course, when I took up there back when, people were just as scared of the Institute as the massacre. Plenty of people spent the time they couldn't exactly return.
Why'd they let you in?
Because I'd rescued the mayor's daughter. A gal of about 15. Pride and joy of the mayor back. The young Miss Roberts decided she'd run off with... Turns out the guy was part of a gang. I took her home, taking up...
Was it hard settling in?
I start, but I get wife run, upset father, after.
Sure.
Hell, I never... It's about... It took me... Not long. I think we ought to talk.
Is something the matter? You sound upset.
What? Oh, no. We've just been traveling a while now, and I figure there hasn't exactly been equitable distribution of information. I've gotten a decent glimpse into your dirty laundry, but you still don't really know a whole heck of a lot about me. I figured I'd offer to balance the board. So, is there anything you want?
So who are you, Nick?
That's a question I've been trying to figure out myself. But I'm still mechanical, not bioengineered. My memories, my personality, they're all lifted from some cop who volunteered for an experiment back. They scanned his brain and copied it onto the hardware that runs between my...
Sure.
I don't know why they chose to make a robot based on some pre-war cop instead of... Hey, maybe that's why the Institute tossed me in the garbage instead of turning me into one of their people snatchers.
That's terrible.
Sure did. I remember waking, suffice to say. Folks didn't really know, but the kids, they weren't afraid. I think his name was Jim. The first person to actually speak to me. Grilled me for an hour. Once they'd seen I wasn't going to hurt anyone, the other folks in the neighborhood, it eventually turned into a pretty swell... Those people, they treated me like a human.
Sure.
It's a surprisingly rare trait. Part of the reason I've stuck...
If you're good to people?
Couldn't agree more. Well, I expect...
Right.
Well done. Judging by your gear, I'm gonna guess you two are agents just like me. So, made it to the top. Is the Institute so desperate for resources that it's stealing plunder from honest, hard-working Commonwealth gangs?
B592, initialize factory reset, authorization Gamma 71 Epsilon.
You okay? Gabriel! Can you hear me?
Figured it might be prettier from up
Take
here.
them out!
Nice work, sir. I'll want to see you later. This is X6.
Did I turn off the interferometer?
I'm glad to see you return safely. I know the task was difficult, but I needed you to see first.
Gabriel and his gang were sick bastards, hanging their victims up like trophies.
While we can do nothing for Gabriel's victims, we can at least take comfort in the knowledge that the threat has been removed. But enough about that. The task is done, and you've returned our synth safely to us. I couldn't have hoped for a better outcome. Well done. While you were away, I had quarters prepared for you. You'll find all the basic necessities, as well as a generous stock of arms and equipment. Go and have a look. I think you'll be quite pleased.
Good to see you.
Sir, we've had another situation. A code red.
What? This is the third time in 2 weeks. This is unacceptable. How could this happen?
We think there was a system glitch. We're looking into it.
Damn it, you're all useless. I'll figure out what happened. But in the meantime, tell the others to be on high alert. I want more patrols and more rounds.
Right away, sir.
If you see anything even remotely suspicious, report it immediately. This absolutely cannot happen again. Got it?
Yes, sir. Understood.
The rest see me as little more than a glorified repairman. But I'm as much a scientist as any of them.
Your quarters are just inside, sir. When you're finished here, sir, Father wants to see you.
Hello, Father. Tell me, what would you do when someone has stolen from you?
I try and talk it out.
An admirable goal. And yet we find ourselves in a situation.
Sure.
The group that calls themselves the Railroad have acquired several synths from the Institute. Synths that had gone missing.
Right.
They no doubt mean to free these synths. In their delusion that synths are somehow... You've been in contact with the Railroad, so you're aware of their misguided beliefs.
They mean well. They're only doing what they think is right.
You dealt with Libertalia. That's the result of their selfish, short-sighted plan. Usually they are a minor nuisance, but lately they have become more emboldened. I'm afraid we've reached the point where a response is... We have learned the current location of these synths, and need to reacquire them before the Railroad can hide them.
Sounds pretty simple.
Hopefully, yes. But it's important that we act on this soon, before the Railroad has any indication we've tracked them. We also don't want the Brotherhood of Steel getting wind of the presence of the synths. That would only complicate matters.
I'll act quickly. You can count on me.
You'll have a contact waiting for you just outside Bunker Hill. Good luck. I trust you'll resolve the situation at Bunker Hill quickly and quietly.
X4.
I've been waiting for you.
Sorry to have held you up.
Try and keep up from here out. Our targets are inside. 4 synths under railroad protection. Majority of the settlement is uninvolved and are expected to run for cover. The situation appears to have escalated. A covert approach is likely impossible. We move in, secure the synths, and I relay out with them back to the Institute. Clear?
Hey, I'm gonna need some of your grenades. Hand them over.
Very well. Our targets are being sheltered by a man named Stockton. Limited backup will be available to us. Here are the recall codes. Follow me. SRB intelligence reports indicate that the mission's parameters just changed. Going shooting. Requesting backup relay now.
Sean.
I trust you'll resolve the situation at Bunker Hill quickly and quietly.
Hey, X4.
I've been waiting for you.
Sorry to have held you up.
Try and keep up from... Our targets are inside. The situation if we move in.
Hey, I'm gonna need some of your grenades.
Very well. Our targets are being sheltered. Limited backup will be available to us. Here are the recall codes. Follow me. SRB intelligence reports indicate the mission's parameters just changed. Going shooting. Requesting backup relay now.